I want to do three things.
We have to record. Is everyone else local recording?
Yes, I am.
Right now.
Okay. There we go. Jesus Christ. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Rubberneckers. All right.
Isn't Devin supposed to do the introduction, or that stopped?
Well, first of all, I was going to ask you how you wanted to do this. Do you want us to do the introduction, or do you want me to play the theme song first and then have him do it, or just have him do it? Because I'll put the theme song in afterwards.
Where did my intro go?
I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of over now for the theme tune. So
I kind of want you to say Rubberneckers again. That was pretty funny.
Rubberneckers?
That's what I heard.
That was Rubberneckers, if anyone's wondering.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay. You're running the show, John.
All right. Well, I was waiting because, Devin, did you find your intro, or do you want
No, negative. Just go for it.
All right. Welcome, everybody, to Rubberneckers, where the co-hosts change like socks. I'm one of your hosts, John. Alongside me is Dave, Devin, and we have a special guest star, Violent Gay, Jody B. How's it going, Jody?
What's going on, gentlemen? How the hell are you?
Usually it's the same shit every time we try to start a show. It's mayhem until we get everything started because no one pays attention and no one listens.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of tired.
Is that mayhem, John?
Mayhem. It's what you get in May. Mayhem. Like Easter,
Is that really how you pronounce mayhem?
I don't know.
That's how I say it, Dave. You better watch your fucking step.
All right.
Okay, USA.
All right.
Winning against the rest of the world, as always. My other question was, how often do you change your socks, John?
Every day, Dave.
Yeah.
Okay. We don't have a new host every day. Although every day it's like, will Bob come back? No, yes, no, maybe. Yes, no. What a gaslighter he is.
I thought maybe you chased two Rubberneckers out. I thought maybe you chased Devin out too, but apparently Devin's coming back for some more.
No, what do you mean? I'm stronger than that.
Okay.
Yeah, I find it kind of funny that at the end of the day, it's Dave and Jamingo that are actually trying to keep this fucking boat floating. Like that's funny to me, if nothing else.
Right? So
I'm a professional showrunner at this point, Jody.
Hell yeah, dude.
All right. So I got questions. All right. So last week we had Doug on the episode.
Yeah.
And
pretty well.
You thought that went well, did you, Dave?
Yep.
I thought so.
You did.
Yeah. John, I checked what the Doug bump was.
Mm-hmm.
Looking at the extra views on YouTube.
Okay.
And the answer is negative 164.
Right.
That's the Doug bump.
So my question,
so get Doug on your show.
My question to you, Dave, is did you have did you beg him to come on the show, or
no.
You did not?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
I don't think they talk very much anymore. Yeah, from what I understand, I don't think Dave shows up a whole lot anymore over there in their fucking shit.
Okay. So I was listening to their bonus show, and they started talking about his appearance on. Oh, we're going to get to that, Tristan. We're going to get to Dave's new beard.
No, you're not allowed to refer to the comments. That's my job, John.
That's right. You're right. It is. All right. So here we go. So Doug and Anthony on their bonus show, they started to talk about his appearance on the show. Well, actually, this got him into the talk about the appearance. Here it is.
Do you think any pedophiles could edit podcasts? It'd be like work release or something.
So we put them in camps? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, podcast editing camps.
Podcast editing camps. There's probably enough podcasts to keep them all busy.
They get a show like Rubberneckers, and it's like, just to hang themselves.
I can't listen to this anymore.
It's like saving the world one pedophile at a time.
Okay, all right, so that's pretty funny. All right.
Hey, I will say that
who's right is still pretty funny. Good.
John, that's a pretty good tagline for the show. If you guys just want to change that, just Rubberneckers, saving the world one pedophile at a time.
I thought Rubberneckers. If you listen, you want to hang yourself. I thought that was the one you were going for. All right. So I go back to the thing. If someone doesn't want to do the show, I would have preferred them not to do the show. Don't do us any favors if that's not what you want to do. And
Who cares?
Yeah,
We
fuck you,
need-
Doug. You big
we
dumb son of a
need-
bitch.
Yeah, I mean, what John's trying to say is that Doug failed his audition.
well,
That's what
failed
it sounds
now. He just didn't want to be here. And the
Yeah,
reason
he
I
failed his
said,
audition. He won't be. It's not going to be. He's not Rubberneckers worthy. He
okay,
wasn't good enough for Rubberneckers.
he
Yeah.
would be fine for Rubberneckers, but apparently,
No.
well, you
He's
say
not.
that.
He's terrible with groups. He is terrible with groups.
All
He's
right, you
great on
say
his
that.
show.
But then he said this.
So, did you listen to me when I was on there?
No, I totally forgot that you were even going on.
Yeah, so did I.
So was it fun?
No.
You can at least pretend.
All right, ask me again.
Was it fun?
Yeah, I had a great time. I couldn't fucking wait to get off there.
See, I blame Doug for this.
Okay,
I'll
of
tell you
course.
why.
I blame you. I blame you for this whole thing
Why?
because you brought him on here. He didn't want to be on here, and then afterwards he shits on the show. Not that I care, but in a way, you
Yeah, you
brought him
do.
on here to bring
Yeah.
fans over.
It sounds like you care a little. We've talked about it for 10 whole minutes.
Oh, we're not even close to being done. We're not even close.
Right.
To being done.
I blame Doug.
Why is
Doug
that?
agreed to do this show, and then he didn't put 100% in. That's not acceptable.
All right,
It's not acceptable. And Doug knows that he should have done better.
he does. Did you talk to him? Is he
No,
taking your calls?
I don't need to.
Oh, okay. And then Devin.
When Doug perceives, this is what Doug does. When he perceives that he does badly on a show, this is what he does. He just shits on the show instead of saying, "Yeah, I actually underperformed. I wasn't able to be the hilarious joke meister that I usually am," which is closer to the truth.
Right. And then Devin, once he comes on, Devin decides that the best thing to do with a guest is tell him that he doesn't like his show.
I like it.
You think that was a good
I
idea?
was being honest.
Really?
Yeah.
You bring somebody on, you bring a guest on, and then you attack their podcast? You think that was a good idea?
Absolutely.
You
Yeah.
do.
I agreed.
You all agree. See, I'm under the okay. So for me, I think that if you bring somebody on, you're supposed to treat them nicely. You get them in. You get them.
We did.
We did.
We gave him every opportunity.
Yeah, nobody called him fat. They just called you fat, John.
Well, so what? Who cares? And then you should have seen earlier when I first turned on when Dave first came in here tonight, he was sitting back in his recliner with his feet up, and I was like, "Holy shit!" You should sit up, Dave. You're not good you don't look good in a reclining position. Is all I'm going to say.
Oh, okay, John.
So
Can we get the wide shot? The wide shot on you, please.
no,
Yeah,
no, because
Why
I know
not?
I know my good camera angles. That's all.
we're going to need more than one camera. That's why.
I got a wide angle lens. All right, so now that
you
everybody's
don't even
screaming
care
for
about the
Anthony-
video. Now you do care about the video.
So you're right. So
Okay.
so do we care about like now they want Anthony to come on the show? I say no. I say no, Anthony.
Anthony's already been on the show.
Yeah, well, I don't want him back.
Yeah. Fuck you, Anthony.
So
I just-
I've got authorization in perpetuity to be Anthony on any show. Anthony signed off on that years ago. So if
All
you
right.
ever want Anthony, I'll just be Anthony.
All you have to do is sniff into the microphone and repeat
Yeah.
everything I say that's funny.
Ha 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 ha! Repeat everything that's funny. See,
I
it's
had a
easy.
soundboard with nothing but Anthony. I could have Anthony on the show. It wouldn't be that hard to do because he kind of does repeat himself.
and
and
I'll
again,
talk I'll talk synthesizers all day.
Thank God.
What's your favorite synthesizer?
Don't know. So
I saw a cool one the other day, Dave. It's pretty good.
Did you?
Oh, nice.
I wouldn't even know how to. Again, I saw you used one for your apology song, and it sounded
Cool.
pretty good. So
Yeah, all the synths.
all that stuff.
Wow.
All right.
I mean,
Well, good thing.
808s would be probably everyone's favorite, even though they don't even know what 808s are.
Yeah, they hit a certain part of your soul from a music standpoint, but it's okay.
yeah.
We don't need Doug or Anthony here because I'm here tonight.
That's right.
I don't need fucking Bummer Bob, and I don't need Blandrew. I don't need any of these fucking assholes here to interrupt our flow. We're having a good time. I don't really care if they had fun or not.
Yeah, I don't
Now-
think Domingo wants to rap anymore. I
I was
think
going to say, our
Domingo-
buddy Piccolo asked if Domingo's going to rap again tonight. I was debating that. Have we overdone the rapping every week, or we've only done it 2 weeks? So
I'm not very good at it at all.
I mean, that's kind of the joke. So
Right,
yeah.
that is the joke.
It's a good look though, like Eminem, but you
All
got
right,
peanut filled.
So we got to get into what happened to your beard, Dave? Which one part of your family members held you down and sheared you like a sheep? What happened there?
Got really itchy. That's it.
That's it.
It's a pretty good story. Hey,
It took it down. What did you? I mean, it must have looked like a. Is anybody using your hair to knit a sweater, some mittens?
I think Jody said he wanted all the hair.
I would have done that, but pubes too. No, I tell you what. I bet this is what happened. He was probably wanking off, and he shot a load in the fucking tip of his beard, and he couldn't get it out. It started smelling
That's
like
better.
cheese, and he had to cut that shit off.
Yeah. Because we found out that he can shoot over 2 meters.
And he's a short guy, so that's
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying. He could probably hit the top of his head if he tried hard.
That was verified by the Guinness Book of World Records.
Devin, you ever get any
2
cum in your
meters.
hair when you're fucking jerking off? You ever
In
go
my
on over your
hair?
shoulder?
No, thank God.
Yeah, I feel like you could hit your shoulder. You're a young man, so
You'd be it's the opposite actually.
oh, that's
Yeah.
sad.
Yeah.
So
Speaking of Devin's dick,
Yeah.
I interacted with Devin once this week, and he sent me a message on Discord, and this is all it said. It said, "Send Ayanami my cock. He's asking for it." That's it.
Wow.
So you don't have a picture of your cock to send Ayanami?
Oh no, not on my phone. I
I'm
haven't
the
had
ho-
one on
I'm
my
the
phone in
holder
a
of-
long time.
I'm the beholder of Devin's dick.
Yeah.
It is kind of funny. I wish I had somebody I could just tell to send a picture of my dick to. That'd be fucking great. It's a cool job.
Yes. All right. Since we're into the show, we also had another podcast review our podcast. Do you want to go over that now or?
What?
Yeah.
Yes. We had another podcast do a review of our show. All right. This is Cheese from the Extra Chromosome podcast.
Oh, you're going to be a future guest on that show, right, John?
I don't know. Who knows?
Oh, this
You're
is
not
weird.
gonna-
Never,
Yes.
never say nothing. Never say never. Never say nothing. Never say never.
And mind you, this is my first time ever saying this.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah, I
here we go.
did not
Brilliant.
even watch it. Don't do the show before the show.
All right. So the first thing I'm going to tell you is turn up your volume because the guy doesn't know how to. The volume's really low. Here we go.
Mr.
Welcome
Cheese
to
made me watch it.
Rubbernecker Review. This is Cheese. He has to do his punishment. Fuck you, Sam, for being a little bitch. We're gonna go over this in 3 parts. Well, 3 entertaining parts.
It's only 2 minutes.
Oh shit.
Devin
Don't
explains
get discouraged.
to Doug.
What is JoJo? So a blonde freak comes in control of a mask that turns him into a vampire.
Mm.
And
I've heard enough.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That was a good bit.
I like when Doug says no more visual gags, and right when he leaves, they do a visual gag.
Thanks for showing up.
The fuck's that supposed to be?
Thank you for showing up. Thank you for being here.
That's all you need to know about JoJo, okay? That's it. That's it. If you think that's entertaining, then
that's
you'll
my
love
favorite
JoJo.
anime of all time.
I got to ask you a question. Did you listen to anything he just said?
Yeah, I was listening the entire time.
How about you, Dave? Did you listen to anything he just said? And then you just bring up a clip where the guys go la 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 la, and you didn't introduce it. And you had no idea. No one said anything about it.
Me doing the noise should be enough for people to know what I'm talking about if they know what JoJo is.
I agree with myself from last week, 100%.
Or my absolute favorite part, Devin cries on Rubberneckers. Absolutely fucking hilarious. Thank you, Dave.
Doing student loans, why not?
No, fuck that.
Okay, so that's an excuse That's an
No,
excuse,
it's
Devin,
not an
'cause
excuse.
You don't want to get better. You don't want to
I
trade.
just don't want to fall into debt for the rest of my life.
You don't want to trade. You just want to talk about it. You're a gunner kind of guy. Always.
There's another way you
And
say
yeah,
it.
it should piss you off, Devin. It should.
Yep. And at that second, you could see the pain enter his eyes.
Oh goddamn!
Out of 3 donuts.
Well,
Oh,
got
there's
a
a phone call.
Here we
Who
go.
was it?
That broke that tension.
Rubberneckers.
What the fuck? Is Devin crying right now?
There it is. Sorry, there it is.
Yep.
That's the review.
That's pretty good. That's good
Pretty good.
podcasting right there.
There you go. So, Dave,
Thanks, Mr. Cheese.
did you? So you've apologized to Devin. You apologized on the show, but you've
Sure.
it inspired you with
Yeah.
to take the song. Do you want to play the apology song now?
Yeah, let's do it.
Here we go.
What did I do?
You hit him in a spot where it's obviously very sensitive. Fucking did it dirty. That was just mean as shit.
I'm sorry, Devin. But I'm an asshole.
There's a difference between show talk and being an asshole.
I'm an asshole.
That was rude.
I'm an asshole. I'm an asshole.
There's a difference between show talk and being an asshole.
I'm an asshole.
I have fucking feelings, Dave.
I'm an asshole.
I have fucking feelings, Dave.
I'm an asshole. I'm sorry, Devin, that I'm an asshole.
He's got a hard on right now. He's got such a chubby because he's got under your skin, Devin.
I'm an asshole.
This is as good as it gets. This right now, right here.
I'm an asshole.
You could have been nicer about it. And not on a show to be a fucking asshole.
I mean, I was on a show called We Are Assholes, so it's not really a defense, but it's part of the explanation. I'm sorry, Devin.
I'm sorry I made you cry, Devin.
That I am an asshole. Oh, yeah.
Emptiness and just nothingness after death is nearing closer. Why aren't you excited about that?
There you go. Bravo, Dave. Thought?
I mean, he easily apologized in more way than one in just a song.
That's pretty good. I think everybody should apologize with a song.
I think, yeah. I'm kudos to you, Dave. That was great. It was a great song.
But see, look, he was being honest with you, Devin. Remember,
Oh,
you
yeah,
said
I know that.
being honest with Doug. He's talked to you a lot, and maybe he had a nerve. Maybe you'll actually do something. You know what I mean? Like, you can't hate him for that.
No. Like,
Yeah.
there was plenty of conversation after that.
Oh, yeah.
Well, in fact, the epilogue to that was that. Yeah, do you want to explain what?
Oh,
happened?
oh yeah, absolutely.
Devin?
Of how I now own one of my favorite video games of all time because I cried on stream.
Devin kind of guilted me into buying him a video game. Now, that's probably not the good thing to do, because wasn't I trying to encourage him to stop playing video games?
Yeah, you're just reinforcing bad behavior,
Yeah.
dude. That's not how you do that.
Yeah, and I'm a bad surrogate cripple father or whatever the
Oh,
fuck
man.
I am. I
Now
hate
he's,
you, Devin.
now he's going to start crying every time he wants a video game. Hey, Lego Star Wars is coming out in like a month. If I start crying because you said something, will you buy it for me, Daddy Dave?
You'll have to, you'll have to work pretty hard to sell it.
Yeah, make me cry, motherfucker.
Who knew Devin was a gold digger? Who knew that he could work on Dave's emotions to get a $64 game? I mean, that's
I didn't.
I think that's $100 in American, isn't it?
I didn't think it was gonna work.
You little temptress. I see your fucking game.
All right.
I'd like to thank Kanye West for partly inspiring me.
It was beautiful.
I finally got. Yeah, I don't really
Yeah.
like auto tune, but I'm getting used to it.
No, that was good. He was your muse. You fucking you laid that
Can we
one out.
expect Man Brain Dave on Donda 2 now?
Yeah, I just have to. Spend 2 minutes going Jan, 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 Jan. That's the name of my mother. Would that
I'd
be a
love
good
to learn
track?
how to use that. I would love to learn how to use that auto-tune because I can't carry a note in a bucket. I think I might be able to actually sing if I use that auto-tune.
Anyone can.
That's not true. I heard you sing Brooks and Dunn last week, you son of a bitch, or 2 weeks ago.
I did?
You did. You sang Neon Moon, the first bars of it. I think everybody's trying to sing a song together. Pretty
Maybe.
sure.
I don't know.
So I brought up Kanye because John mentioned Gold Digger. And
it's pretty good.
I also happened to watch a 4.5 hour long documentary about Kanye this week.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Now, is he, what would you consider him? A genius or
Yes.
just crazy?
But both.
Both? Crazy genius?
Oh, yeah. But I mean, the latest album's trash.
So do you think that he's so stupid that he's a genius, or do you think that he's so smart that he seems stupid sometimes?
Both. The answer to any of those all questions is both. Like,
it's tough. Yeah. He's an anomaly, dude, for real. I like Kanye, and I don't know. These antics are wild. I shouldn't care. I got in trouble on Who's Right because I got into a fight with a kid on Twitter about Kanye West, but I kind of care a little bit. It's a whole thing. We're not going to get into it. But yeah, I shouldn't care about what Kanye West does, but I watch it and I'm just like, I feel your pain, dude. Them Kardashian bitches, they wreck men. That's what they do.
Hey.
Oh, yeah.
What did Dave Chappelle say? They took a guy who won the decathlon and turned him into a woman.
Yeah. Did you see the thing? There was a post on Twitter today about how I guess Kanye threatened like Pete Davidson, air quote threatened again.
Yeah, it's a diss track, and
there was an idol of him in the video. Yeah,
decapitated head. Yeah. So are you team Pete Davidson or team Kanye? Everybody,
I'm team
important
Kanye.
Decision.
100%.
I don't understand the attraction to Pete Davidson. I mean, he pulls some really hot, famous trim, and I don't get it.
I don't get it either. But what I've noticed, it's always like those kind of really skinny, tall white dudes that kind of have that crackhead energy about them.
He looks like fucking Beetlejuice. Like he looks like Beetlejuice and Sugar Ray together. It's a weird fucking look, man.
I know. It blows my mind. And don't get me wrong. I mean, I've never seen his stand up, but I've seen him do Saturday Night Live.
It's not good.
You don't think so? So I think I get a Norm Macdonald feel from him.
No, what?
Don't I do a little bit?
No,
geez,
that's a bold statement.
I do because he just kind of says shit and comes out with like nonsense, and I don't know. I saw him on Saturday Night Live. Like they usually bring him in like the dumb guy.
Yeah. He's a kid. That's the other thing we have to remember. And I lose that in some of our Discord nitwit friends and stuff. I forget sometimes that even at 34, 35 now, like I'm an old man compared to some of these fucking losers. Like they're 19, 20 years old and still live at home or whatever the fucking deal is. And I'm like, man, Pete Davidson is what, 23 maybe? Like he's a young guy.
Oh, he's that young? I thought he was in his 30s.
No, he started doing comedy when he was like fucking 14 or some shit, and he got SNL when he was like 19. He's not that old. That's the thing. Okay. He's a baby boy. He's got puppy dog energy.
I got you. All right, see you then. So who knows? Maybe he will turn into Norm Macdonald.
So he's got puppy dog. He's got puppy dog energy.
Ridiculous.
I'll put it out in the universe.
Are you guys trying to summon our former co-host Andrew by mentioning Norm Macdonald?
I will say
what are we going to talk about Batman next?
No.
Hey,
the new Batman movie.
You guys both know that some of the funniest people come from pain, and his dad legit died in like 9/11 or some shit. Like it's a pretty good gimmick, and he's gotten a lot of love for his craft. So maybe he'll turn out something. Norm Macdonald's a bold fucking statement, though. Good luck. I hope he dies. I hope he dies. That's why he's in my Deadpool. I think Kanye's going to have him murdered, and I'm going to get like 100 points.
So I checked. Pete Davidson is 28 years old, so he's not even 30.
Excuse me,
but still young. I thought he was in his 30s, to be quite honest with you. I mean, for him to be doing what he's doing now, the roast and stuff like that. Okay,
Well, you figure out how long has he been on SNL? At least a few seasons, right? He's probably been famous since he was in his early 20s now. So that's the thing. Like that's a whole nother thing I'll never know anything about. That's
Absolutely.
crazy.
Yes.
You imagine being famous when you were 23, Dave? The trouble you could have got yourself into.
Well, I mean, when I lived in Japan, I was kind of, famous in the little villages that I lived in.
What if you were more famous? Like chicks lining up at your door to suck your cock famous? It'd have changed things a bit, right? You might have lost yourself in that.
Back then, I didn't. I was so stupid. I didn't realize what the signals were.
Yeah,
and women were, up for it. Now that I do, I so much missed opportunities when I lived in Japan.
Yeah, it's just like wind through your fingers now.
My biggest regret.
Devin, you're not that old. What are you like in your mid-20s, something like that?
I'm
early?
26.
26. Yeah. Can you imagine if you were 23 and Ariana Grande wanted to put her pussy on your face? Like how crazy that might make you. I think he's going to spin out. I think he's going to get a drug problem. He's going to die young.
Who, Devin or Pete Davidson?
Yes.
Both.
Yes.
Both. Yeah. Do you have Devin in your death pool?
No. No, I do have Demi Lovato. She's up there pretty high. I figure with all the COVID being over now and there a war being across the world, I think she's probably going to kill herself. So that's cool.
That would work. All right. So Dave has a thing called a new game show. Who wants to rape a millionaire? And I don't have.
Is this like Anchorman, where John will read out anything that I send him?
Well, I mean, we're talking about topics, and you put it up there. Number 4.
Yeah, let's go.
Number 3, new game show. Who wants to rape a millionaire? Rape article.
Yeah.
Who I didn't see a rape
absolutely. It was the article below it, John.
Oh, okay. All right. So we can get into that.
Let's read articles.
Well, one of the things about this article. Go ahead, Dave, since this is from your land.
I posted it in our group message this week, so I assume everyone's read it, except maybe Jody, because I don't think he's in that group.
No, he's not. A woman is expected to claim she woke up in urine-soaked sheets with bleeding from her anus after a former NRL National Rugby League player raped her. Is that right?
Rugby league. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Court has been told.
Oh, yeah.
Tristan Saylor has pleaded not guilty to 2 counts of aggravated sexual assault that led to actual bodily harm, alleged being inflicted on a woman between 9 p.m. and 10:20 in 2020. The 23-year-old former St. George Dragon, I don't even know how to say that name.
Illawarra.
Okay. Player appeared in Sydney court on Wednesday for what expected to be a 3-week trial. All right, so let's get into the case.
Let's get into the good bit.
Mr.
Saylor has been accused of penetrating the woman's vagina and anus without her consent after the pair played drinking games and had a binge drinking session in Bondi with friends, including blah, 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 blah. The court was told the woman met after they visited a restaurant under the influence of cocaine. She earlier snorted in a bathroom. The woman played drinking games with Mr. Saylor at a hotel before she made it clear she did not want to go back to the apartments, blah, 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 blah.
Right.
Essentially, she woke up and decided that she was raped. Had no memory.
Yes.
So no memory. And he's saying, what the fuck? She consented.
All right. So here's what this is how I feel.
That's the question.
This is the way I feel. I think this is a case of regret, or she got so white girl wasted that she didn't know what was going on, and who knows? I mean, I don't think she has any shot in hell of getting a conviction. Jody, what do you think?
Did she have to get stitches in her ass? Because I would probably take a doctor's note. That seems like it's pretty serious.
I mean,
again. She was with a black man, so let's assume it was her first time.
So definitely, okay. Well, she can show me.
She wasn't prepared.
Show me a receipt. I think this dude should just have lube. That sounds like a real problem. I feel kind of bad for her, but I'm sure she was there having a good time until all that happened.
Right. Some people would call urine-soaked sheets squirting.
Nope.
So it's how you word things.
Oh.
So
yeah.
my question is,
she loved it. Is the answer?
Okay. How white girl wasted do you have to be to be?
I mean, it's called being blackout drunk.
Right. To be penetrated in two areas. One where it was tearing because there's blood.
Okay, wait. Question for you, John.
Yes.
One, have you ever done cocaine before?
Yes.
Okay, so have you ever drank and also did cocaine?
Yes.
And been anally penetrated?
No.
Okay, just testing.
Go give him the info, Devin. Hit him with it. What happens when you do cocaine while you're drinking?
It kind of counteracts. You don't realize how much you're drinking.
That's true.
I always sobered up. Seemingly like that was the thing. It would snap you out of it.
And then as soon as the no shit wears off, I got hit with the alcohol back afterwards, and then I would black out after.
Hell yeah, dude.
So for me, the first time that I tried cocaine, it was on my 21st birthday, and I drank 21 shots of Jack Daniels, and then went home and couldn't get to sleep. Couldn't even sleep. Was up all night. So I didn't have any kind of blackout, anything. I thought after I tried this, I said, this stuff's amazing. You could drink all night, not be drunk, have your wits about you. This is amazing. You could, meanwhile, I was probably talking 100 miles an hour. My jaw was probably going back and forth. My teeth were grinding. I have no idea.
Yeah,
but I didn't have anything like that.
This is really crazy that they included the use of cocaine, because cocaine and alcohol, typically that's why you do coke when you're drinking, because it sobers you up. And she did it out of a bathroom, which kind of makes me question her judgment in the first place,
Right. Or did they pill Cosby her?
No.
Or drop something in her drink?
No, didn't need to.
I have a suggestion.
She drank enough that she was blackout drunk. John.
Yes.
This dude, Tristan Saylor.
Yes.
Would you rather be anally penetrated by him when you're blackout drunk or when you're dead sober?
Well, if I have to pick,
right,
and he made a woman bleed, I think I'd like to be blackout drunk because I don't want to feel it.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think I want to be functioning or with it when this happens.
Yeah, but that's the problem. Then you wake up the next day and
right.
How are you gonna get the rape conviction? Because
Well, I'm sure he went over and did a test kit, and you think he
all that proves is they had sex.
True. Right. That's all it does.
There's no solid proof of whether she was or wasn't consenting.
Damn. Is he the big fellow there in the pictures? I'm sorry, there's a large fellow, and I'm assuming that's probably him if they're making a point to show him.
No, it says his former teammate. I think this is him, the guy in the mask, with the blue top. Oh Jesus!
Yeah, and that's his daddy, Wendell Saylor, who was also a rugby league and rugby union player.
Yeah. So again, this is what happens when you go out and you drink and you do drugs and then you have casual sex. Now how can you say that she was raped? I think this is more of a case of regret. I don't think you're going to be able to prove this.
No.
Do you think maybe they were fucking doggy style and he's probably got a root on him and he just accidentally popped her in the asshole like clean and just that's what did it like all together?
He should feel bad because he did take advantage.
Right.
But that's a long way from that to rape.
I'm with Jody on this one. I think what happened was they were probably doing it doggy style. He came out of one, drove into the second one.
Yeah, it happens all the time.
She was in so much pain, she passed the fuck out and then don't remember anything.
Okay. Should there be a lesser charge for a black man railing a white chick until she passes out and bleeds?
God.
Even if because you can't prove consent, but you can prove that it was,
punishment for sure.
Yeah.
The court says that she sent a message to her friend. I genuinely think I was raped last night. I don't remember anything. I feel sick. My bum's bleeding, and I don't remember anything.
Mr. Saylor was just getting reparations. It's fine.
I think I have an answer for this. I think all these professional sports guys, if they're going to take home drunk sluts, they should videotape them fucking.
You know something?
Right.
You're not wrong. Or at least have them sign something.
No,
Put a
I don't think
fingerprint on your phone.
I don't think signing is okay.
No,
It's kind of like the
doesn't.
body cam on a police. Well, then they can
Yeah.
probably turn it off. But as I
Makes
say,
much difference.
if you got a wide angle shot of everything that's happening and microphones, that you need a dude with a boom mic to like stand there and get if she happens to say anything. But
Okay,
yeah,
so
man.
what does everyone think the punishment should be? I say a $10,000 fine. That's it.
I think medical.
John?
He has to pay for the medical costs.
Yeah,
and
that'll do it. It's free medical in Australia.
Oh, that's right. You guys got free medical. All right. So yeah, give her 10 grand. What do rugby players make over there? They make any good money over? I mean, what do they get paid a year?
The top ones get millions. So yeah, they do well.
Right. You know what they should do is take this one photo of him right here and Photoshop that ball out and Photoshop her right underneath him.
Oh, Jesus Christ, John.
That bothers you, Devin?
I thought we said no visual bits.
Sorry.
Wow.
So everyone agrees? That's the consensus? $10,000 fine.
All right. So listen.
But let's not. You can't prove consent.
Yeah,
it's a waste of the court's time.
Weren't they both drinking too?
Yeah, but it doesn't matter because in a court of law, if you can sign a contract and it's binding if you're drunk. From what I remember in business law back in 1984, I think that's still a thing. I could be wrong. What do I know?
Yeah, but how many letters were there in the alphabet of the LGBTQIA plus back in 19?
None. There was no such thing. Exactly.
No such thing as lesbians, gays, bisexuals, and transgenders.
Oh, there was all of them, but nobody cared about them. No one cared about them.
Hang on, wait. Can you please bring that back up, please? Pretty please.
Sure, I can.
In the zone when it was decriminalized.
Yeah.
But
okay.
Before it was kind of re-stigmatized.
Okay. So I just happened to see this is defense lawyer Richard Pontello said the woman freely and voluntarily consented to having sex with Mr. Saylor. Down here it says somebody quote says Mr. Pontello said in one set of messages the woman made reference to the small size of her bedroom and said it'll be a tight fit if I ever have anyone stay.
So was Jody cutting out for everyone else? Or?
Yeah, he was cutting out for everyone else.
I'll just read the quote. It'll be a tight fit if I ever have anyone stay. So, yeah, she's going to struggle to get a conviction.
Right. And then I think Mr. Sale responded by saying, I hope there'll be room for me.
Oh, quote unquote.
Right. And the court was told that the woman said, if you play your cards right, there will be. So, again, I think this is more of regret than rape.
Right.
Wow. Yeah, it sounds like a real pain in the ass to me.
Oh, so he's going to be completely acquitted.
I would think so. Yeah.
And that sends a message out to the community that just make him blackout drunk. That's all you got to do.
Well, you got to, I think women have to be responsible. They are the keeper of the pootie, right?
Okay.
So they're responsible for that. And listen, I understand, and it's not, guys should be gentlemen, but there's not gentlemen out there. And, in this day and age of my body, my choice and free sex and,
okay.
Hold on.
It can go both ways. So you have to give someone the benefit of the doubt, right?
I'm going to get the final ruling. Hey, Devin.
Yo, what's up, buddy?
If you got fucked in the butt by a rugby player and maybe you didn't consent, right? Like you said, no, please don't do that. But you happened to be asleep when he did it. Would you take $10,000?
It's a lot of games.
Take the money and run.
Yeah.
Well, limp.
I've run as fast as I could, probably with a limp.
Mm-hmm.
And at least the 10 grand sends a message that, yeah, you probably shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
It's
right.
It's not cool, but proving it's criminal. All right. So we agree. So we're saying rape's
bad. Rape's bad.
Bad.
Yeah, rape is bad. I'm going to go on the record saying rape's bad.
Unless they're high on cocaine, blackout drunk, and have sent messages
that
day.
Rape's bad.
Of a sexually suggestive nature.
But how do you get consent? How is that
exactly
right? The next day she wakes up and she needs a new set of sheets. Now she's all upset. She can't sit down. She's on stool softeners.
There's blood and pee all over my bed.
Right.
And I can't even cry.
Right. And now she's mad, and now she's going. And then, again, this guy's famous. He's got money. So, all right.
So we're saying get them blackout drunk, and just be a little bit gentle.
That's all.
That's all. That's
Yes.
it. Then
All
you
right.
should be okay.
So if that didn't tug on your heartstrings, why is it time to normalize grieving the loss of a pet?
Oh man.
All right. What say you?
This will bring up old wounds.
Well, I mean, I already agree with the article title.
You do.
I had a family dog for a while that I did have.
Tell John.
No, John doesn't. I don't think John has sympathy towards animals.
He
What was
doesn't.
the dog's name?
Chopper.
Chopper. Okay. And how old was Chopper when he crossed the Rainbow Bridge?
He was 14.
All right.
Hear
so
the
he had
tone
a-
in fucking John's voice. God.
Yeah,
The
no.
reason why I'm doing this article.
funny.
The reason why I'm doing this article is I'm trying to prove that John's the bigger asshole. He's a bigger asshole.
No, he's already proved it.
Okay.
Yep.
Let's see what we got here though. Read the article because I'm seeing some shit already that I'm in question of.
All right. Who's reading this? Me? Dave? Who wants to read this?
I can read it.
Go ahead.
When Michelle's beloved dog Hachiko passed away 10 months ago, she was bereft. For the first time in 11 years, the 41-year-old program manager was at home without the companionship of her beloved four-legged friend. I've never felt so alone in my whole life, she said through tears. Yet when she tells people how she's faring, she's sometimes wounded by how quickly they brush aside their feelings.
Right.
While some acknowledge her loss, others, like John Jamingo, quickly follow it up with jokes, hilarity, and questions about when she's going to get the fuck over it and get another dog.
Exactly.
Or
Get
don't.
another dog.
It's really
don't-
not that easy.
don't
to
get another
replace,
dog.
John.
What's that?
I said like having a dog like that.
Chopper?
Yeah.
Okay.
Having him for 14 years.
Right.
That's not something that's easily replaceable.
You don't think so?
No.
One trip to the pound, you get Chopper 2.
Yeah, the sequel.
The sequel.
Electric Boogaloo.
You can get
It
another
doesn't work
puppy?
that way.
No, it really
Does it?
doesn't. No.
We didn't get another pet. I'm not against it, but like our dog died right before our kid was born, and we haven't had one in years. And I hate to say it, but like I kind of like not having to pick up dog hair and
Right.
shit out of the yard. Like
And dog shit, yeah.
it's really kind of moved me because I'm not big on pets to start with, and I will eventually get a dog, I'm sure. But yeah, man, maybe just don't get a dog for a while and go meet people. That's cool.
All right. So when I was married, my wife, we had a Bichon Frise. And during Thanksgiving, this thing got into the trash and ate the string that you use to pick the turkey up.
Excellent.
And it got stuck in its intestines and it shit half of it out. And we had to take it to the goddamn vet. And then the vet said they couldn't do anything here. So we had to take it to the University of Penn pet emergency room.
Oh my God.
So they
John.
took it over there. By the time it was done, we had a $6,000 vet bill.
Yep.
The dog was blind
Mhm.
and dying. And they're like, well, I think, we can't really do anything with the dog. So they had to put the dog down. My wife was so distraught. She was in bed crying,
Devastated.
couldn't get out of bed.
Right.
I called her sister and I said, where'd you get that fucking dog? And she said, at a breeder. And I said, do they have any other ones? She goes, I'll call you back. She called me back and she said, yeah, they got another litter and there's another puppy and there's ready to go. I said, teacup like this one? Yeah. I said, get it and bring it here. She brought it. The wife was in the bed crying, sobbing. And I gave her the puppy. I said, here. Within a week, she couldn't remember the first dog's name.
Yeah.
No, they don't all have the same personalities, John.
Well, they learn. That's the whole point of getting pets.
She
I
loved
guess.
that dog just the same.
Yeah.
I can't, you know what? I can't even remember the first dog's name.
Some people just need things to snuggle.
You can't remember. Oh, Jesus Christ, John!
I'm trying
you really
to
are a fucking monster.
Holly.
Holy
The
shit.
first dog's name was Holly. The second dog's name was Annie, and they were out of the same mother and father. They were like brother and sister. So it was just like having the same dog. It had the same tendencies and everything. I don't know.
I've got a question for you, Devin.
Yeah, what's up?
What's worse in a person, that they're assholes to pets and nice to humans, or the other way around?
First of all, I'm not an asshole. I don't abuse dogs or anything like that. I don't have a dog because I don't want to be bothered with a dog. All right. If you have a dog or anything like that, that's fine. If I had a dog, I wouldn't abuse a dog. That's an asshole. Someone that takes it and has an animal and abuses it, don't take care of it. That's worse.
I don't see how you could possibly love a dog. The way you talk about pets.
Dog.
I'm not saying you abuse it, but
right.
You can't. You're incapable of loving pets.
It's an animal.
Yep. That's exactly where
it's
it is.
An animal.
It's
right?
just an animal.
Yeah,
I'm with you, John. I'm actually on John's side.
I used to
say that in a second.
Listen. I used to have hunting
feelings towards pets.
I used to have hunting dogs, beagles. I had beagles that we used to use for rabbit hunting, and I had like 6 or 7 of them, and they were like a baseball or basketball team. You had young pups that were coming up. You had old dogs, and then and then you had dogs that were working dogs. And then when a dog was too old to hunt, he kind of just lived his life out until it died, and then you just kind of worked them through. And then if you got
you were like the rich white owner of a basketball team.
Right.
So
if you get a pup and it doesn't work out, you take it, you put a red ribbon around its neck and you drop it off in a real nice neighborhood. And then somebody says, "Oh my God, look at this dog! Oh, it's so cute." They take the dog, and then
unfortunately that doesn't work. That doesn't work with ex-basketballers.
That's funny. I thought he was going to say you take them and you tie a red ribbon around their neck and throw them off a cliff.
No. You just drop them off in a really nice neighborhood, and someone's like, "Does anybody know whose dog this is?" And they bring it in, and beagles. Everybody loves a beagle. They're so friendly and everything. So you just bring it in. Next thing you know, the dog's sitting there. It's living in a lap of luxury because somebody that likes dogs takes care of it until it dies.
Beagles
they made a chopper, and it lived for like 14 years.
Humans have souls, but dogs don't have souls. Is that how it works, John?
I did not say that.
That's why I'm asking the question. It's a question.
I don't have the same.
What kind of empathy? What sympathy towards an animal that you do a human?
Yeah, I don't have the same love for dogs or cats or pets than I do for humans. I don't. It doesn't make you a bad person.
I had to shoot my own dog once. That was pretty much when I stopped.
Old yellow.
You had to shoot your own dog?
Oh yeah.
I shot it a bunch because I missed a couple times, and I didn't want to. I thought it was going to be easy. Like I didn't want to tie it to a tree, and I was like, it had parvo, like it was going to die, and it was just the way it was. Like it was like okay, so we took it over the hill and had a 380.
Just for any of our international and non-US Southern listeners, Jody's from the South. This is how they do things in the South.
This is normal.
It's normal. This is their culture, I guess.
So I was like, fuck, this sucks. I didn't want to tie the dog to a tree because I felt like that would be like more fucked up because I wasn't going to walk up and like fucking, I feel like that would really traumatize me. So instead, I aimed and I shot the fucking dog and I didn't do it right. And I was like, oh, and I tried to shoot again. I missed a couple times.
Oof.
Ended up emptying a clip. It was like 5 shots. I had to get another clip. Like it was a whole fucking
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ, dude. And again, Dave, you think I'm bad? I would have taken the dog to the vet and had it put down.
Yeah.
Has anyone, if anyone can remember Me, Myself, and Irene, there's a scene where he's trying to.
It was the exact same thing, Dave.
Put a cow out of its misery that got hit by a truck. And yeah, the joke is that he can't kill the cow. He keeps shooting it, and I mean, it's a crappy robotic cow, so the effect doesn't. Well, they do. I think they deliberately make the effect look bad, so you don't think, oh shit, it might be a real cow.
Yeah. Well, I mean, hunting dogs. Yeah, hunting dogs are working dogs. They're not more dogs that are in the house. They have like pens outside, and they stay out, and you keep them warm, and you take them out, and you exercise them and stuff like that. But I mean, I could not shoot a dog, but I know guys that have.
Right.
I could do it.
I think people that have pets are like, hold on, I'm going to reel this back a little bit.
I don't know if we can do that, but go ahead.
I think that pets are like emotional slaves that people keep in their houses. Sometimes people are cool with their dogs. Like it's supposed to be like a relationship between you and your dog. But the people that like get to the point where they let them lick them in the mouth and shit like that, like shit gets really weird with dogs.
Okay, yeah, that's weird.
Right.
So it's like there's a part of me that sees it from like the cat ladies. Like there's some people who legitimately like can only communicate through emotions with dogs and pets and stuff like that. And they like hold them hostage in their houses. And it's really kind of weird. And like, I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
And they have 40 of them and 20 of them are frozen in the freezer.
I remember one time I was dating this girl. This is back in the day. And we go to her house and she has a dog and she's sitting there. And I forget what we got takeout or something. She's sitting there. She's eating. She takes a fork full of food, lets it go down. The dog eats off the fork. She doesn't even miss a beat. She takes another fork full of food and eats it.
All right. That's weird.
And that was the last time I was like, that's it. She's like, I said, well, I got to go. And she's like, okay. And kiss goodbye. No. That was
something about Mary as well. The crazy old lady was.
Oh my God.
Fed the dog with it. Yeah.
And the dog's like licking her in the mouth. And Jesus Christ.
It's a spectrum.
I think there's levels to it. Yeah, exactly.
It's a spectrum. And the thing is a lot of people are closer to like the other side of that line than you think.
Yeah.
It's weird. Then you're in their house and you just kind of go like, it's a little much. You should go talk to more people.
Yeah. Can you put that one from Wisco Slim up there, Dave?
Yeah, I can.
I had an article too.
I had to shoot my dog when I was 10 because it had rabies.
Yeah, man.
You didn't have to.
Sucks.
Right? You could have took it to the vet and they could have put it down. I know it's 75. Well, here it's $75 to put a dog down.
I wonder how many times he shot that dog.
Probably just once. I mean, all you had to do was put it behind its ear.
That's wild.
Shoot it one time.
Hey, this kind of plays into my fucking story that I sent, John. I don't know if you have a link to that.
I was going to get to that.
Do it. So that segment was proudly brought to you by Chopper.
And, thank you, Dave.
And Mr. Jingles.
Oh, that's right.
My cat that John viciously trolled to death on
Twitter. I didn't want to make Dave start crying on this episode, so I figured we would just skip over Jimmy.
First of all, I didn't kill the cat. The cat had died, and all I said was the cat probably committed suicide having to live with Dave. I just made a joke.
Yeah, 2 days after
Jesus Christ, give it some time, man.
It's pretty
too soon.
2 days. 2 days, John.
Too soon. It was a cat, Dave. Get over it.
Tragedy plus time equals comedy. He just didn't get enough time in there. It's a variable, you know?
I know.
So
thank God we're beyond all that. Okay, so this next story, let's see if I can find it. Give me just 2 seconds. Here it is.
One.
I know. This will all sound great when it's edited. I'll tell you that right now.
I saw Jody's articles. I'm trying to remember. Oh.
Bar minister with PTSD refuses entry at Houston area dive over service dog. All right. So I guess you got to know where I fall on this.
Right.
I think these people with service animals.
What, like the blind?
No. Not the blind. I mean, that's a CNI dog. I'm talking about somebody that carries their dog around with them because they got PTSD, anxiety and shit.
Okay,
they gotta have a dog.
Again, there's people that abuse that system, John. And
exactly.
People that legitimately need those dogs.
Okay, hold on. Can I read this one? Does that?
Go for it.
Please.
Okay, so it says Brian Miller, who lives with post-traumatic stress and general anxiety disorders, said he showed up to Crazy Girl Saloon late Sunday to preach with members of Saved Savage Ministries, a traveling congregation of veterans and Christians based in the Houston area. It's a black Labrador named Jolene is the deal. So he showed up. So listen, they get there and they're walking up. I'm assuming this is a titty bar. I don't know if I'm crazy, but like the sign is like of a redhead gal, like in a top, and her titties are about to pop out. It says crawfish, so that would be interesting if they had crawfish and titties. You know, I haven't seen that before, but Yeah, I'm assuming this is a strip club of some sort. So it was funny to me that there was like the Save Savages ministries, are doing sermons in the fucking titty bar, and
Well, like Jesus, he goes to where the sinners are. And so on Sunday, instead of going to church, he goes to the bar to find the sinners in the bar and tries to preach the good book and the word of God to sinners. And
you guys think he's trying to save strippers? Like that's what they do? They go up there and just yell at the strippers instead of throwing money at them?
I think he's trying to preach to the patrons of the strippers, the people in the bar. And if he gets a stripper to find Jesus and, see the light of the Lord, well, then that's just a good day. But the thing is, leave the dog at home. I mean, you're preaching the word of God. Does the dog got to be right there too?
Okay. So it says, I saw a sign on the door that said no fighting, no weapons, and no pets. So literally it's the rule, like no pets. Right. No animals in this establishment. And I'm assuming that's probably for health code, insurance liability reasons. You don't want somebody's fucking dog biting some stripper in the crotch, while she's there. Right. And I'm kind of on the side of them. Like if I say you can't have a fucking dog in here and it says it on the thing, that means other people have done it and it was a thing and we don't fucking do that. Sorry. So you even said you read the fucking sign.
Exactly.
Josh in the comments is singing the song Jolene.
Jolene.
Look up the lyrics. It kind of works. Jolene.
Yeah. Please don't bring your dog into my bar.
I'm begging if you please don't take my dog. It works.
There was a story.
Well behaved. Who gives a shit?
There was a story a while ago where a lady bought 2 first-class tickets on a plane, and she brought her service miniature pony. So now there's a miniature pony on the plane with this lady, and everybody else on the plane has to put up with the horse smell. And if the horse takes a shit on the rug, because horses, they're not trained. They just, all of a sudden they go, oh, I got a shit. And they just lift their tail and shit wherever. They're not potty trained. I mean, at least a dog can be trained not to shit in a bar. But I mean, so where does it stop?
John, you can't even train all the strippers to not do that.
Yeah, that's true.
That's good point, Dave. Point taken.
Good point.
Yes. So if the place, and again, you show up and there's no, then don't go in. It's just like, I'm here. I have a service dog. You have to bend to my will because I have anxiety. We all have anxiety. Take a pill, leave the dog at home. That's my point.
Yeah, well, you're wrong, John.
Whatever.
We all have anxiety. Shut the fuck up.
We all have anxiety. You don't have anxiety? Devin has anxiety. Jody?
What? No.
You have anxiety?
No, none of that. I'm just I'm lost in the story here. It says they even called the manager because they were like, he's got a really strict thing. It says I called the fucking manager and he says they can't even be on the premises. And I was like, that's weird.
So there had to have been some sort of situation that happened before with a dog.
Sure.
If it's such a strict policy.
You know what it is? Women are attracted to dogs for sure, because they're cute and stuff. So you probably don't want to take a dog into a strip club because then all the fucking dog brain bitches are going to be like, oh, and they're paying attention.
Right.
And making money.
Exactly. Get up on that pole and start making some money.
No dogs allowed.
You know what John's comfort animals are?
What's that?
Cow.
Pig.
He strikes me as a ferret kind of guy. I bet John would have a ferret.
No, who would want to have a ferret? They stink.
Trash people.
No,
I'm not calling you a trash person, but
like I like my cow medium rare. I like my pig barbecue, and I like my chicken deep fried.
See John's eyes. His face just went. It's beaming. It's smiling.
Chicken.
See, how you feel about eating beef and chicken and pork and whatever else.
That's right.
That's how most people feel about their pets. That's how happy
they want to eat them.
Most people feel.
If there was no more beef, chicken, and pork, I would feel the same way Devin felt about Chopper. I'd be devastated.
See what a troll
is, John.
See what a troll John is. He latches onto things.
I'm not listen about that story back then. I'm not saying you can't grieve, but 10 months is a long time, man. Our dog died. I think it was about 2 weeks. Now, with all due respect, we had a kid like a month later, so maybe that was the difference. But like, yeah, it just kind of went from there. I think my wife cried maybe 3 or 4 more times after that, but just is what it is.
Nah, 2 weeks is more than enough time.
Yeah, well, that's right. Did we decide what the
that lady was 10 months? It says 10 months is a long goddamn time.
Oh, that's excessive. I didn't even read that part.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden I'm the bad guy.
No, you're still the bad guy.
Okay.
If you're a middle-aged single white female and you've got nobody else in your life except for your dog,
Yeah,
have a kid.
Learn how to sew.
What? So she can be a single failing mother? Yeah, great idea, John.
Yeah, and she's postmenopausal, so that's not going to happen.
Maybe get a bird, like a parrot or something.
No. Oh God.
No, birds. No.
Oh, what? A bird's a filthy animal, but a dog's okay?
I did not say a filthy animal. They're annoying animals.
Yeah, they just don't like it because they can learn stuff and talk shit back to you. That'd be funny.
Yeah.
Both of you guys would have asshole parrots that would say disgusting, horrible things to you when you would yell at it to shut up. It'd be like, go away, faggot.
Somebody called Leanne Cahill commented in the post, made a comment. Looking trim, Dave. John, not so much. Hey.
Well, Leanne, I'm working on it, Leanne. I'm working on it. What can I tell you? Rome wasn't built in a day. This fat just doesn't fall off of you.
Yeah, there you go. Leanne said, my friend is still mourning her dog a year later. Oh, yeah, that's true.
Your friend's nuts. Your friend's disturbed. There's something wrong with her.
Do something.
Do you really think that's a mental problem?
I'll tell you what. You know what, Leanne? Go get her another dog. Go get her another dog, and she'll forget about what's its name in about a week and a half. She'll have a new dog, and that'll be fine.
Buy her a turtle.
Give her a dog and give it to her.
Turtles live forever.
Chat's on fire. How dare he? He's horrible.
John's a monster.
Just a monster. Filthy animals. Shitting and piss. Honest to God, I don't think animals should be in a house.
Yeah. I go in people's houses not having. Hey, listen.
You can smell it.
John.
Yeah, I'm with John. God damn it, John. You're making a lot of sense tonight. This is bad.
John.
Hair all over you. You sit down, you get up, you leave, you got hair all over you. Filthy animals.
John, you shit yourself on the floor way more than a normal, well-adjusted dog does.
Yeah.
So should you be inside?
That's speculation, Dave. You do not have any proof of that.
I've heard you're a big guy. Like, it's only a matter of time before you're too big for the toilet and you're going to have to start shitting on newspaper like Andre the Giant.
You know what? I think that's when I take a fistful of pills with some Jack Daniels. Because if I can't, I'm not having anybody wipe my ass.
It'd be pretty funny. John, it's going to happen. John in his hallway.
I hope not.
If you live long enough, it's going to happen.
Okay. Sure. Yeah, I guess if I live long enough, that's fine.
Because your heart's good. Your heart's got at least 10 years in it, right?
You think so?
10 more years of Rubberneckers.
I like it.
Okay. All right. So Dave brought this article here, the Risen Musical Festival with no men on the lineup. Is this a big deal, ladies and gentlemen?
Well, no, but because they probably all suck.
Yeah, it sounds like it's going to be terrible.
Yes, but just read what the stipulations actually are for who's excluded.
Oh yeah, men.
It will run with a program made up exclusively of women, trans, and non-binary artists.
Yeah.
So
the performers, you can go. It says if you're men, whatever. Yeah. But like, it's just the lineup of performers are going to be women or trans, non-binary lady peoples.
All right. So
how many people with penises do you think will be performing?
None. Oh, maybe they're trans. I don't know. I don't know.
John,
or non-binary. Yeah, okay.
I can say I'm non-binary.
Yeah, I can do that too.
You know what?
You've got to expect my non-binariness.
Yeah, that's a cop-out too. That really is a cop-out. It just is.
Like saying Devin a cop-out saying he's bisexual.
No. Bisexual is a thing, but that whole non-binary thing,
that's not a thing.
If you've got a penis, you shouldn't be allowed in the non-penis area. That's all. That's all I'm saying. It's just the way. It's a double standard, and you know what? Fine. I don't care. I mean, if this is what they want to do, listen. If you had Demi Lovato and I don't know, Kelly Clarkson and
oh wow,
I'm trying to think of some other really good Lady Gaga and and I don't know who else is in
It
there.
says it's in London, so like Adele could maybe go.
Yeah, Adele. If you had all them there, I'd go watch that. That would be an amazing concert.
Could Elton John do it? Elton John could probably pull that off. Yeah.
He's not. He's just gay. He's just like gay, man. He's not like non-binary. He didn't say gay. He just said.
He strikes me as a non-binary kind of guy.
I got a Sam Smith. Is that his name? Yeah, UK person with penis who identifies as non-binary.
All right. Is he? She? It? Whatever. Them?
No, not whatever. You know what
I can't.
You know what the pronoun. John.
I don't. I don't care.
You
I really
absolutely do. You know what the pronoun is. The standard pronoun is for non-binaries.
If they look like a woman, they get a she. If they look like a man, they get a he, and that's it. I'm done.
No.
I don't like they them. It's dumb.
There's the third option.
If they want to go with it, I'll go with it because it's singular.
Can I say
go with they them? It's plural. Doesn't make sense. Go ahead.
Those guys over there. Is that okay?
Those guys.
Those guys.
Yeah, those guys.
Those dudes.
Those
and John.
Those
when you don't know somebody's gender.
See, look, John always has to go
usage.
for the negative. Those things over there.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
Whatever. I don't know what to call them because they're just here. They just started.
John,
you had non-binary
John.
10 years ago.
Call them you people.
You people.
John, when you're driving,
yes,
and somebody cuts you off or does something terrible to you,
yes,
and you can't see the driver,
right?
What do you call them?
I can't say that on a podcast.
Oh, there you go. You just use the standard racial term.
Joe Rogan got in trouble for saying that.
Man,
I'm joking.
He's only kind of joking.
I'm joking.
It's only kind of joking because we know people who absolutely do that.
I say faggot a bunch, and dumpster cunt is one of my other favorites. What the fuck are you doing, you stupid bucket?
Yeah. I'll tell you what. Yeah. Usually, to be honest with you, when someone cuts me off, it's cunt. I use cunt. Like you cunt, because it's just the C and the T. It's so boom. It's right there. It's just I like it.
Anyway,
especially
non-assholes will just say they cut me off. They even if it was one person in the car.
Oh, so you did all that just to make sure that I could say that you use they as a singular? Is that what all that?
It's the royal they.
Because it's true.
Okay, fine. Look.
And I got you to admit how racist you are, which is always good.
It's a joke. These are jokes, people.
Oh yeah.
Just a joke. I don't use the N-word.
Traffic doesn't count. It's like when you're singing rap music. It don't count, man.
Hey, if you say the N-word and no one's there to hear it, did you really say it? It's like when a tree falls in the woods and there's no one around. Does it actually make a noise?
Oh, now you're calling them monkeys? You're a terrible person,
didn't say
John.
it. Listen, don't put words in my mouth. I didn't say anything. I'm just making a joke.
You brought up trees. Where do monkeys live?
When a tree falls in the... Wow, that's a stretch. Boy, is that a stretch. All right. So here's the thing. If there was a bunch of guys that were having a concert and there was no women there, would we even be making it? Would there even be an article written about this?
That's called most concerts and festivals.
Right. It's not that big of a deal.
85%, I would even say. Like, it's mostly dudes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What's something you would care about? Say a podcast. Okay, well, so we'll do it next week since you don't care. Next week on Rubberneckers, we're only going to have women and transgenders and non-binaries.
No, because this is our show.
Oh,
it's not
you
this.
do care.
Now, listen, there is a whole podcast Facebook group with over 20,000 women in it. It's called She Podcast, and there's only women and non-binary allowed in that group. That's it. No men. No men allowed.
So I can sneak in. Cool.
Are you non-binary?
Probably.
Yeah, let's go with that.
You'd have to prove it. They would take one look at you and say no.
John?
I don't
wig.
How?
It's up to them.
I didn't need to wear a wig.
You would have to pass their non-binary test, whatever it is. They would probably look you up.
There's no test, John.
They would go and Google you and see some of your work.
That's
and
true.
you would immediately be
when it's off of SoundCloud.
Yeah, most of it's been deleted now. Shit.
Yeah.
There's this show. This show would get you kicked out of She Podcast.
No.
Well, then they're not
I don't listen. If women want to have a bunch
full
of
range of the non-binary experience,
listen, I'm for women. A lot of women don't want to go places with creepy guys. They just want to go do things where they don't have to worry about being hit on or mansplained to and stuff like that. So by all means, go ahead, have your conferences, have your groups and stuff like that. That's fine.
Yeah, well, that wasn't even that though. That was just all women performers. Like,
yeah,
that's
again, men can come. Yeah,
it sounds terrible to me. Like, I can't think of more than probably 6 or 7 women performers that I would go see, like, in a row.
Yeah.
Okay, so what would those? Give me 4 women performers that you would go see.
I just saw Reba McEntire this month.
Oh, that's
February.
easy.
So there's a few that I could think of that I would definitely spend time, but like a whole festival of chicks and non-binary peoples and stuff, like, I don't think that's going to be very good. So I'm not going to go. It's London.
Yeah, that's a very good point. Whoever made that, I'd have to change my podcast to "They Brain" instead of "Man Brain."
Somebody in here that typed that. It was,
but I can do that. I can do that, and then you can't name my old podcast name or something.
Yeah, your podcast was named Man Brain. So all right, and then a lot of time you're on social media. You're Man Brain.
What's more convincing, that I'm non-binary
brain,
or that our buddy Jerry Banfield is a black man? What's more believable?
Your non-binary is more believable.
Exactly. And people are digging that Jerry Banfield is a black and an oppressed black man thing that he's doing. So,
well, again, it just proves that a lot of this shit is just bullshit that people do for attention.
Yeah, pull your titties out. That's how you prove to me you're a woman. Pull your titties out.
I could do that. Doesn't mean I'm a woman.
It might. I think you guys are looking at this the wrong way.
What, if you have tits, you're a woman? Man boobs?
No, makes sense to me.
Breastises?
Are we in the after show yet?
I don't know. Should we go to the after show now?
Yeah.
You have to sign off. Devin?
Hey, thank you everyone so much for listening to this, I think, actual successful episode of Rubberneckers. Jody, you've been a fantastic guest.
Oh,
you would be welcome back anytime. Yeah, and like, I agree with you too. Fuck Doug.
And pets.
And I'd also like to say fuck YouTube, because we absolutely can't monetize this episode at all, because reading the rules, extreme profanity used in the title, thumbnail, or at any point throughout the video, for example, cunt. I'm not going to say the next word. It starts with N.
Is that word something that I would use if someone cut me off in my car?
Yes. It's a traffic word.
It's a traffic word. Yeah, Jody, thank you very much for being a guest. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, this is good times. I'm having fun.
And as always, go fuck yourselves.
In the nicest possible way.
All right, now we're into the after show. Do I open up the phone lines?
Oh, yeah. Of course.
Sure.
People will be clamoring.
Whoa.
About our pet talk.
I almost did it again. I almost took myself out of here.
Oh boy. Because we couldn't do visual bits, I held off. But
okay.
Well, if you can see this, the non-pet lovers, Jody and John, how does that photo make you feel? Do you feel anything, or you just feel nothing?
Is it a fox?
It's just a dog.
What the fuck is
that?
Dog.
Oh. Yeah, it's a hairy white dog that sheds all over the place. God.
I had a dog that kind of looked like that.
You feel animosity towards a photo of a dog.
It's a dog. Yeah, what do you want from me?
It's a dog.
Okay, lack of empathy, check.
Holy shit.
I can't tell if is someone trying to call? Because I don't.
No,
no one's trying to call.
All right. Well, the phone lines are open if you want to call the phone lines. Get over here and put the banner up for the phone lines.
See, there's a normal reaction. Duchess in the comments says fluffy puppy.
There you go.
Oh, yes. Puppers.
She's probably going to call and yell at me like she yelled at you.
Right. We don't use that. We don't use that pupper word here.
Puppa. Dude, I got a soft day. A puppa.
Hi, can I get a large meat lovers thin crust, please? Extra sauce.
Yeah, thanks, Brandon.
Hi. Hello, Devin. How are you?
Good. How are you, buddy?
I'm all right. Heard you were talking about shooting dogs, and I wanted in on it.
Okay. Did you ever shoot a dog?
No, but I've shot plenty of deer that I've hit with my truck.
Have you ever hit a dog with your truck?
Do you shoot them first and then
Never,
run them
no.
over, or do you hit them with the truck first, Brandon?
No comment.
Okay.
Let me ask you a question. How far south do you have to go before shooting your dog is acceptable?
Well, that North Carolina.
North Carolina? I think I agree with you. Well, you know what? Some parts of Western Virginia, I think you could get away with shooting a dog.
I think they eat the dog after they shoot it, though, so that's kind of weird.
No, I know one of the big things when you were hunting rabbits with dogs, like a lot of times they would get on deer, and some of those dogs just would rather run a deer than a rabbit. And this one guy said they get 3 chances. The 4th deer, they run to the Lord. And so, but apparently they were better. They were a better shot than Jody. I only had to shoot it one time. So
That's
I
good.
don't
know. I have a question for you.
Sure.
So you used to hunt rabbits. How did you like make your way through all the briars and stuff? Did you have a difficult time doing that?
No,
he just roll.
First of all, back then I was a svelte dude. Like I was
pounds. Right.
I was, I was muscular. Like I used to. Okay, so what we would do when it wasn't hunting season, we would take the dogs and we would put them in what's called trials, which is basically a competition. And I used to be a judge. So what you would do is you chase the goddamn dogs through the woods for an hour as they chased rabbits, so you could score them. And I did that a lot. There were sometimes I would judge like 4 or 5 what they call casts in a day, and you chase them and you chase those dogs through the woods and through the briars and through the sticks and all that shit. You'd have to chase them. So yeah, I'm not
Hey John,
crippled fat guy that you see before you. I wasn't that way all the time.
Did you say you hunted rabbits too with the dogs?
Sure, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you got some pretty big mitts on you, right?
Yes.
So when you skinned rabbits, which I'm assuming you did,
mm-hmm.
were you the kind of person that actually would cut it and do all the delicate stuff, or would you just grab it by the back hide and rip it in half?
Grab it by the tail and rip it.
Because I've seen people do both ways, and that's why I'm asking. My uncle showed me, and he had these big fucking bear paws, and he goes, all you got to do, he literally cut a hole this big with a knife, and then he grabbed both sides of the back fur, and he just was like, and like it turned it inside out. I go, God damn. And he was just like, that's that. Cut the feet off.
Rabbits are just engineered to be food.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, man. It's wild.
Yeah, it's nature's supermarket.
So I would keep rabbits. If we had an apocalypse or some shit, I'd probably try to breed some rabbits, because at least you have some food like every 8 months or so, for sure.
Yeah, they breed like crazy, and you can raise them. They get pretty big if you keep them fed. They get pretty big. But
my wife's best friend doesn't like that joke. She's a rabbit rescue weirdo.
Oh, see,
oh, really?
Oh yeah. So
holy shit.
No, we used to be honest with you, there's only 2 good things on a rabbit. It's the 2 back legs, and there's 2 strips of meat that go down the back, like back straps.
Yeah.
You cut them. Yeah, you cut them and you use them, you fry them up with some flour and everything. And then the legs, I used to crock pot them with like Italian salad dressing. Crock pot them until they were tender.
I'd probably just crock pot a whole ass rabbit. Just a whole bunny roast. Throw its ass off in there with some gravy or something, some potatoes. They just let it go.
You see, we have something around here by the name of Brunswick stew, which is whatever you happen to kill that day in a pot with potatoes and tomatoes and carrots, and corn, okra sometimes.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I like squirrel better than I like rabbit.
It's gumbo, kind of. Squirrel are just tree rats. I don't like those motherfuckers at all, dude.
No, but you got so anyhow.
They're rats with furry tails.
Yeah, speaking of all this, like gutting and skinning animals, I remember the first time I had to gut a deer by myself.
Oh, how'd that go?
Absolutely fucking disgusting.
Did you get to hang it up, or did you have to field dress it?
I had to field dress it.
Oof.
Was it a doe or a buck?
It was a buck.
So you had to cut the nuts off and all?
My granddad was just like, yeah, you're going to do this. I'm like, but
make a man out of you.
I don't want to do this.
Yeah, it's not hard. It's until you get in the guts. Like if you're going for inside stuff, that's where it gets wicked. Yeah, you got to stay away from that.
Him, you grew up like men.
Well, at least they didn't make you do it. Like when I shot my first deer, I had to drink some of the blood.
I got
They
it
give
on the
you a little bit of
face.
blood.
They fucking give you a
Did
smear
they
of
make
that
you
shit.
livers?
No, we didn't have to do that.
Yeah. People are weird because that's probably not written down anywhere. It's just something
Yeah.
your pawpaw said you had to fucking do.
Yeah, I'm probably the only one in the family ever had to do it.
John
Eat
Piccolo.
liver, hard, like fresh organ meat is really good for you.
Piccolo asked, "What's the best part of a salad, John?"
Tomatoes.
Ugh.
Ranch.
Yes.
Probably the croutons.
The dressing.
Croutons are good too. Yeah.
The bacon bits.
I like a good lettuce, just fresh lettuce.
Really?
It's good. Yeah.
The potatoes. That's the best part of a salad.
What do you like? A honeymoon salad? Lettuce alone?
Oh, that was good. That was a boom. That was a boomer bomb.
Come on.
Let me
the
tell you,
the
I love
Duchess is
pepper,
misgendering me. I'm
bell
non-binary now. Remember.
in a salad.
Yeah.
Wait, can we call him Thave? THAVE.
There you go. All right. Well, listen, Brandon, we're gonna let you go here in case somebody else wants to call in. Let's see if that works.
Sure.
All right.
I'm
Thanks
sure.
for calling in.
All right.
No, yeah, and then after that kill too, my granddad tried to like chase me around and smear the blood on my forehead like I was in Lion King, and I'm like, don't put that on me.
That's what I got too. That's what I was gonna say. That's people are just weird, I guess.
Well, you know what okay, because it's the after show, so I can say anything I want. You know what they are having a big problem with in the deer population now? The deer are getting COVID and they're spreading COVID. So like a big part of the population of the deer have COVID. So now what? You go out deer hunting, you catch the COVID, catch the coop.
Well, wouldn't that suck? You give your whole family COVID with some summer sausage or some shit.
Right. All righty. Anything else?
I had a couple other articles. Did you see the one about Vladimir Putin?
Yeah. Let me see. Let me bring that up. Do you think he really cares?
No.
I think it's funny. That's
I think it's
just
funny,
that it's even an article in the first place.
Right. This is what they're going to do. These are, oh no, they took my black belt.
It was definitely the weakest story, so that's why I didn't bring it up. But yeah, it says they took away. So apparently Vladimir Putin had an honorary Taekwondo black belt, and like they took it away. And in my mind, that's just funny because it's like, well, I mean, it's honorary, so maybe he ain't shit. Right. It was just like, who gives a fuck? Or he's a bad motherfucker, and like, who gives a shit if you take it away? Like, this is a silly article.
From what I understand, he was trained in jiu-jitsu, but I don't know that for sure.
Right. Taekwondo is okay. I mean, maybe he can kick a little bit. I don't know. But he's not that good anymore. He's almost 70. He's probably not out there fucking wrenching head kicks or anything like that.
No. That's why I think he's doing this, is because he's on. I honest to God, I don't know why he's doing this, but whatever.
Well, I mean, I think it's, along the same lines of pulling them out of all the games, not letting movies be aired in Russia. It's
stupid. It's
Yeah,
not
it's
going
all
to hurt
dumb.
anybody. It's not. He doesn't care. He doesn't give a shit. It's
Man,
ridiculous. All this stuff is just noise. Oh, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're
To
going
us
to
it
go.
is.
We're gonna
It's not
take this.
noise to the Ukrainians. All it is.
Well, I mean,
loud noise from the
Yeah, I'm saying
explosion.
it's not
I
going to
was-
stop them.
I was talking
It's
about
not
it
Russia.
the other night with somebody about. I don't really have a side, but it's just my observation. What I see is they're fucking fighting Putin and Ukraine. They're fucking going at each other.
I mean, haven't they had problems for
They've
a
had
long time?
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. But that's the kind of difference. I was like, hold on, like he's been practicing for like battle for 20 years. Like he hasn't been actively trying to whip anybody's ass in a while. Like with infantry, he's got a whole like fresh breed of soldiers that are just young Russian kids that probably don't give a shit. They're not educated in combat whatsoever. And you've probably got a couple generations of that shit. It's very limited. Like at least here, we try to get off in some bullshit like every 15 years or so, to where we get like a hard breed of fucking soldiers where they go and they train. You know what I'm saying? And Russia's just been practicing for the last fucking 50 years. They haven't had to play a game.
Rubberneckers.
Is this the after show?
Oh,
Yes, Drunk Colin.
Drunk Colin's on the phone.
Hang on. Hey, Josh, I think Steven Seagal, it might be a sleeper cell, and I'm really hoping that eventually he stabs Putin in his neck. Like for the ultimate, like long shot, he's just been playing the home game this whole time, and he's gonna turn around.
From your mouth to God's ears. So what's going on there, Drunk Colin?
I dropped my pizza that I ordered.
Oh no.
Oh wow. Where'd you get it from? Because one of those places offers like a drop it guarantee.
No, it's not one of them.
Who'd you get to bring it to you?
My friend ordered it for me and delivered it to my house.
You dropped it?
Yeah, they handed it to me and I instantly just dropped it.
And okay, so is it savable to come out of the box?
I didn't even open the box. I just ate the sub that they ordered for me.
Oh, you should have looked in the box. How bad could it have been, man?
I didn't look in it. I just put the box in the counter and ate the sub.
All right. So what did you think of the show, Drunk Colin?
I didn't watch it.
He was busy waiting on pizza.
The pizza was like an hour late. It was fucking ridiculous.
Okay. Well, you said you were going to watch the show.
Yeah. Did you tip your friend for bringing you pizza?
And then I went on to wait to get my pizza to enjoy during the show, and they were an hour late.
You know, this all happened just because you decided not to use DoorDash or Grubhub.
Yeah, this is your fault.
What kind of pizza was it?
Oh yeah, it is my fault. It's my fault that I dropped the pizza, not that the pizza was an hour late.
What kind of pizza was it?
BLT lettuce pizza.
What?
He puts lettuce on pizza?
You've never had a BLT pizza before, John?
No. What kind of
shit's great? What the fuck are you talking about?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Who puts
I'm
lettuce
so
on pizza?
confused right now.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Don't you two assholes, you two young dipshits, act like I'm the one that didn't know you were supposed to put lettuce on pizza. That's not a fucking thing.
I didn't even eat the fucking pizza. I ate the club sub. I had a club sub.
I don't even care about your sub anymore. Now I'm pissed off about lettuce on pizza. What the fuck is wrong with
Lettuce
you guys?
pizza?
What's worse, lettuce or
It's
pineapple?
bacon, lettuce,
I love
tomato.
pineapple.
Definitely pineapple.
I love pineapple. Shut up. Lettuce?
Fuck you, dude.
Why would you put
Pineapple-
lettuce on pizza? Okay, hold on.
Pineapple's for queers.
I've had lettuce on pizza for like a Mexican pizza with like beans on the bottom and like cheese and black olive, all that shit. And then there's lettuce on it, like a taco. But
right,
I don't understand like bacon lettuce. That's wild.
On a tomato pizza? Yeah, sorry.
I'd take the tomatoes off.
I'd go bacon tomatoes. I don't understand lettuce. Like it's wet. You don't put more wet shit on top of pizza. That's crazy.
Well, you don't put the lettuce in the oven.
Oh, you put the lettuce on afterwards?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it goes on after.
Okay.
I don't
Well, forgive me. I thought you guys were putting fucking lettuce in the oven. I don't know what's happening anymore.
All right, well, go enjoy your pizza before your lettuce wilts. Talk to you later, Colin.
All right, I will.
Yeah,
right.
he's probably gonna drop himself again, like he dropped that pizza trying to get the cats out of his room.
God
All right,
damn.
what do you got here, Dave?
Well, yeah, while we've got callers, do we have a policy on what to do about any pro-Russian callers that we might have?
I don't know. Sure, bring them on. Let's find out.
There's an Australian show. It's like a panel discussion show where they field questions from the audience, and they get politicians and just gas bags on. And on the latest episode, somebody asked a question, and they were pro-Russia because they were talking about the terrible atrocities committed by the Ukraine.
Hang on. I'll get to the phone. Rubberneckers.
What the shit is cooking?
Who is this?
I said the chef. You should.
Oh, the
instantly know
chef.
who I am.
Well, you were screaming like a maniac. I couldn't understand what you were saying.
Yeah, he seems to think that he's going to be the next Necker.
So are you pro-Russia or pro-Ukraine, Tristan?
Am I pro-Russian, pro-Ukraine?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I hope that they both massacre each other because as I told John before, I want to go back to a time where communism is a slur I'd love to live through that time. I'd love to live through that time period in history because I miss that.
Okay.
Better dead than red.
Yeah,
yeah. Are you or have you ever been a member of the Communist Party? Yeah, we should be asking the question to everybody.
No.
No. Okay.
Dave, aren't you technically a member of a communist party? I'm sorry, Dave. I didn't mean to call. I didn't mean to name you.
Dave.
Yeah, sure. I'll go along with the bit. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I am.
Hey, Chef, here's the big question. Lettuce on pizza, yes or no?
No.
See?
Well,
So Tristan, hold on. I just realized what was happening here, and I'm not totally against it. Do you bake the tomatoes too, or is it fresh tomatoes and fresh lettuce on top of a bacon pizza? Is that what we're talking about?
I would say it'd have to be fresh tomatoes, fresh lettuce.
That's what you just
It
said.
would have to be fresh tomatoes. If you had my take on it, is that I would bake the tomatoes beforehand, before I even put it on the pizza, before I even slice them up and shit, right?
Right.
To blister them, to take a lot of the water content out of them.
All right. Hey,
thanks, Tristan.
I'm retarded. I'm sorry, Devin.
What are you so upset about? You're over there like you're so upset about this lettuce on pizza thing. I mean, is that
because it's delicious?
Is it that? I might have to try it now. I might have to get a bacon lettuce and
It's the only way that John will eat a salad is on pizza.
It was on pizza. You know what? I bet you, because they have cheesesteak pizzas around here. I bet you could get lettuce, tomato on a cheesesteak pizza here.
I bet if you asked for it, the guy at the place is going to say the same thing. He's going to be like, "No, I'm not putting fucking lettuce on your pizza."
Rubberneckers. Oh, here we go. Hey, dude, I missed you.
All right.
Thank God. Thank
Yeah,
God this is after show.
He stopped calling in and leaving voice messages.
So I've got another offended leftard. We're allowed to do TikTok in the after show, aren't we?
Yeah, sure.
Here we go. If I work out how to play. Is it working?
No, can't hear it. Hang on, let me find out who this is. Oh, it might be the same guy. Rubberneckers.
Hello. How's the boys doing?
All right. Who is it?
Mike Hawk.
Oh, Mike. Okay.
Dave pointed out earlier.
Yep.
Yeah. About the Ukraine-Russian thing. I don't know, man. I think Russia should just take it, man. Because the fact that everyone's like so weenie about Ukraine just makes me want Russia to win more.
So you're just taking the other side. You're taking Russia and giving the points. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, fuck it.
I mean, have you seen all these people on social media basically making up like these Avengers type characters?
Oh yeah, the
Ghost of Kyiv or whatever.
Fucking yeah,
flying around like
or
Iron Man.
What me off is these people pouring out like all the vodka, thinking that they're sticking it to the Russians. Like
when they already bought it.
We don't support you. I'm pouring out all this vodka.
That's
they don't care. They already got your money, you dummy.
Exactly.
It's symbolic. Most of it's not even Russian vodka.
Yeah,
probably not.
I might
They're
have to
not
start
believe in doing things that are symbolic, even if they're meaningless.
No,
yeah, what's the difference? If you don't want to buy something from Russia, I get that, but to take something you already bought and pour it down on the ground, that's stupid.
Maybe I should start drinking Freedom Mules instead of Moscow Mules. That'll make a difference.
Remember when the United States?
So what's more meaningful? Doing a show for a very select audience, or pouring out your vodka and giving the Russia the finger?
Right. I think it's
podcasting's better.
Remember when France wouldn't let us fly over their country to bomb some other country? I think it was Libya, and everybody was pissed off at France. So instead of French fries, we had freedom fries. Remember that stupid shit?
Yeah, freedom fries.
Yeah, I mean, people.
Yeah.
You know,
did you go along with that, John?
Companies are doing this, like those people who play FIFA, like FIFA's sticking it to Russia by not putting them inside the video game. Ooh, that's gonna stop Russia. They're not inside of a video game anymore. Wow.
I agree with you. All right. Well, thanks, Mike. You got anything
right.
else, or you done?
Nah, I just wanted to talk about Ukraine. But
Okay.
They suck. The
Thanks.
women are hot though, which I feel bad about.
Man.
Yeah, not really.
Now, if the women from Ukraine were all ugly, would you care?
Nah, fucking bomb. Like the Palestinians, I don't care. The women are pretty ugly, but the Israeli women, like, they're hot, so I'm kind of cool with them on that.
Okay.
So bomb away, fellas. Yeah,
I heard they started shooting bombs at one of their nuclear power plants today.
Did they really? Now that's not too bright.
That's a fucked up thing to do, right? Like everybody was worried about them lobbing a nuclear missile at somebody. I never even considered just shooting missiles at a fucking power plant. And I was like, oh damn.
You know something? I don't
I'm
believe.
gonna play this TikTok. Stop talking because
Okay.
it's
Sorry.
on this exact issue that we're talking about.
Okay,
and it's gonna work.
If Russia decided to nuke Melbourne, what would happen? Let's find out.
Let's not. What the fuck?
Triggered
bro?
leftard
It
alert.
is so incredibly insensitive to make
Insensitive.
one of these videos, let alone fucking 10 or however many you've made. Melbourne is not going to be bombed by Russia. Australia is not going to be bombed by Russia. However, there is a real country where it could happen.
Yeah, have some feelings.
I know you're like really into this trauma porn thing, but it's
Trauma
insanely
porn.
insensitive.
Okay, that I
I'm
actually agree
gonna
with.
take a fucking wild
Right.
guess and suggest that perhaps you haven't been to the Hiroshima Peace Memorial Museum. I have in Japan.
Yo, that's enough.
Okay,
of that.
you
know
lost
what?
me.
You know
I
what,
gotta-
Lucy?
Guys.
So have I.
Yeah,
You can't make jokes. You can't make jokes about nuclear weapons.
I agree with
Because
that,
it's insensitive to the dead Hiroshimans.
dude. I got to tell you, some of the
Holy shit.
I saw a documentary on when they dropped the bomb, and over there still they have where people were standing.
Yes.
When
Shadows.
the bomb went off.
We know.
Yeah, it's crazy, and they think
Okay.
this is funny. It's not
Yes.
funny at all.
Yeah.
It can be.
Oh.
Rubberneckers.
Make jokes about the Holocaust
That
and trans people and black people. That's all fine.
Who's this?
God, it's Tristan. Oh my
Hang
God,
up.
that fucking clip makes me so irrationally fucking upset. Where it's
Yes.
like, I've been to the Hiroshima Peace Memorial. It's like,
I know.
fuck you. It's like, fuck you, bitch. Like, you could never, ever, ever fathom what that was in that moment. Because one, most of those people who lived, or most of the people that were there,
It's Dave, Josh, Dave.
were
It's all
vaporized
right.
in a split second.
All right.
Those who did live through it are also dead.
Okay. I
So
thought you
it's
were.
just like,
I thought you were going to go make yourself a white Russian. It's racist.
I don't have things to make a white Russian.
All right.
A white freedom.
All right. We got to run. Talk to you later.
That was.
All right. I think we've done it all. I think we've said it all.
I have
Damn it,
one
had a
final
point.
question for you,
I
John.
think John just said you should make jokes about nuclear weapons.
Okay, I kind of
Really say that.
that lady
I did.
makes me wish that Putin did lob a nuke at fucking Australia. To be honest with you,
No.
maybe
We don't need
one
that.
at
Listen,
that lady's house.
you know what I like? I want to die of a heart attack due to my poor life choices. I don't want to be vaporized or burn in a house because there's a nuclear bomb that goes off.
Dave,
This is not something to be joking around with. This is serious. One dumb
What the hell are you
motherfucker makes
talking about?
one wrong move, and the next thing you know, all the bombs go off. And besides that, let's say you don't get
Oh,
hit with a bomb, all the radiation, you're going to die in a couple of years from thyroid cancer or whatever else you got. Your hair's going to fall out. Well, Dave, it's not going to make much difference with you. But
sorry, when is this happening, John?
shots fired.
hopefully never. Hopefully never. That's all I'm saying.
You know how I attack people I don't like?
Just aim for these house.
We already put that up.
I'm
You
sorry.
missed
I
the
didn't
joke.
listen. I wasn't allowed to read the chat. That one tickled me funny, Bone. I'm sorry.
Comedic ridicule is perfectly valid, John.
All right. Go ahead, Dave. Make nuclear bomb jokes. Go ahead. Listen, I will not stop you from doing it. I just don't think it's I don't like it. It's not my type of humor. But if you
Putin's
want to
a
make
fucking-
nuclear destruction jokes, by all means, Dave, you go. I will defend your right to make nuclear devastation.
How about, I mean, Vladimir Putin is a fucking pussy.
Yeah,
Is that what you're saying?
He doesn't
That's
have
what
the
I
guts.
think.
I mean, I don't think any sort of nuclear thing is going to happen anytime soon.
Yeah, he's not
He'll-
going to do that.
Your lips to God's ears. That's all I got to say.
Yeah,
He'll punch down and bully, invade, whatever you want to call it, a tiny shitty country like Ukraine.
They're padding their stats a lot. Like they've been dropping fucking Russian soldiers left and right, dude, blowing up tanks. Like those motherfuckers have nothing else to lose and they have nowhere to go. And they're going to
They got
stand
nothing.
there and they're
They
going
got
to fight until the bitter. This isn't Afghanistan. These motherfuckers have AK-47s and grenades and Molotov cocktails. They gave one Russian kid a ride back. Like they blew up a fucking line of tanks and they gave the dude a ride back to town and said, tell your friends, don't fucking come here with that shit. It's because we're going to fuck you up.
Here's
Those
the thing.
Ukrainians are bad motherfuckers.
I get all
Absolutely.
that. I get all that, but they're outgunned, they're outmanned, and the thing is, that sounds great. This all sounds great, but at the end of the day, Russia's going to surround these guys. They're going to choke them out. They're going to choke their supplies out, and they're going to just massacre them. And the thing is,
that's what they're doing. They're just lobbing rockets at them now.
right,
I mean,
and the thing is,
work.
I understand this, but really, somehow we got to get somebody over there to start some peace talks and get this shit to stop. It's not funny. And again,
it is funny.
I don't.
Can I say a funny thing that I thought?
Go ahead.
We made a joke the other night that Russia's been using old bombs. Like there have been reports of like bombs hitting the fucking concrete and just sticking out with just the ass end of a bomb. They were just like, it'd be funny if it was like a Walmart bomb. It has some fucking logo like Acme printed down the side of it. They just go, oh shit, look at this one. Didn't fucking work. Ting, ting.
Wow. Wild E. Coyote.
Yeah.
I don't know. To me, it's scary. So you guys can
Why?
make what you want because it is.
Why the fuck should you be scared?
Okay. Because
That's ridiculous.
this
You've
is
been brainwashed by your alt-right media as usual.
No.
Hey, how about this? If they end up launching the nuke, can we do a podcast? Like, you want me to let's drive home and have like a I told you so podcast?
I don't think I'll be here. I think, first of all, Philadelphia will be one of the first.
They'll hit New Jersey first.
Sure, they will.
It's really going to make a
Wait a
big
minute.
difference to New Jersey if a nuke hits it.
New York, Philadelphia, Washington, and Boston are probably primary targets. I'm 2 miles from one of the biggest Navy yards in the United States.
What places, John, would be improved by a nuclear bomb?
New Jersey. Okay.
Detroit.
Oh, okay.
Hey, now.
I get it.
Okay. Go ahead.
I can name a few places.
Make your jokes at my expense, Dave. All I try to do is make this show better.
If they flatten New Jersey and you had to start again, let's say you get out safe,
like they can, like I'm going to start again. I'll be one of those guys. I'll be one of those big giant things where I used to be, and I was vaporized.
Oh, John,
that thing is there.
You're the fucking Michelin man, just blowing
Yes.
to the side of a wall.
On the side of a wall, right?
You're talking about the end of Ghostbusters?
Yes, is the Marshmallow Man
Stay puft
Memorial.
Marshmallow.
Yeah, see, Duchess knows. So dead. DC, New York City, and Philly.
Oh shit!
I know.
That's funny.
But how would you build back better New Jersey? Would you completely redesign the whole thing, or?
Jeez. I honestly, I don't have any answers. I really don't have any answers for this state.
I thought you got an answer for everything.
I thought I would too, but I'd have to think. I can't like right now. I'll tell you what. If you want to ask me this next week, I'll think on it and I'll give you an answer.
Yeah, get some pointers. I think Oklahoma could take a shot. Just smack a big lake right in the middle of that motherfucker. It'd be okay.
I don't know. The whole state's filthy with filthy, rotten Democrats.
Oh, I thought it was going to be another word.
Yeah. No, we're talking about middle
Well,
states.
most of them are Democrats anyhow.
Democrats. Get it
Jokes.
right, John.
Jokes. They're jokes, people. So
jokes.
I would think the best thing that New Jersey could do is just get out of the way because it's one of the most legislative states in the union and just get out of the way and let business do their thing.
Oh, Texas is a good idea. If you blow a big fucking like a giant lake in the middle of Texas, that'd make it worth driving to. Shit.
Yeah, maybe.
Just aim for Austin. It'd just solve all the problems. We'll get rid of fucking Mark Cuban, Joe Rogan. This fucking
Elon Musk. Yeah, they all
Elon Musk,
moved
Tesla.
Are we officially an apolitical show? We don't pick sides. I mean, John picks sides, but overall, as a group, as a show, we're apolitical, right?
I would be. I think so. Like, I don't have any leanings.
Listen,
John, you're cool with that?
Oh, I'm sorry, I included
I'll tell you what,
myself. I don't mean to impose.
No, you certainly can. Listen, if
Oh,
you
yeah.
give me, I can have my mind changed in 15 minutes if you got a good argument. I can change my mind. I'm not stuck in my ways.
Okay, Steve Chowder.
I'm just saying. Hey, the new
That's
Donald
pretty good.
Trump.
Hold on. Dave,
The
that
new-
was pretty good.
The new
That's a
Donald
joke
Trump.
from someone called Anthony from a show you might have heard of called Who's Right?
Okay.
Steve Chowder, you stole that? You
Yeah, I stole it, but I give him credit.
The Donald Trump's new social media app, The Truth, came out. So I'm in it now. And I've only been in it for like 3 days, and I've already been in 3 fights.
Can I call you the
of
truth?
course, it's
John,
ridiculous.
The Truth, Jimingo.
Favorite Twitch streamer lives in Jersey.
Yeah,
Tristan
me.
said- yeah. Okay.
But all right, gentlemen. We've done an hour and 45. I think the people have gotten their money's worth.
Yeah, that was fun, guys. Thank you for having me.
Jody, you want to come back next week? Please come back next week.
I'm going to try to come back next week. And I tell you what, was it terrible for you guys to do this at 8 o'clock? Does it need to be closer to like 7? Because I
No,
can
it's
maybe
just
do
fine.
This is fine. We can do this. It actually
Hey.
gave me more time to prepare.
Yeah.
So hopefully this went like a well-oiled machine, smooth.
that. Well, I don't want to fucking just impose. Like I said, Tristan, you want to give him a shot? Let him.
No,
come
we
on and
don't.
talk some shit.
He doesn't even have a microphone.
No, he doesn't
It's
have a mic.
ridiculous.
You got to work
And
on
we
that.
only had
Tristan.
one. We only had one issue with your Arkansas internet.
Well, the
So
good news
besides
is it's recorded on this end.
Yeah, that's
Ah,
right. Sounds good.
we have good
And
production.
Let us know if anyone wants us to bring back the John rapping segment for next week.
Yeah.
Maybe we bring it back from time to time.
Well, don't I have my rapper cap on? Isn't some kind of skull cap that I have here for rapping? Here, I thought we were going to be done. Let's see who this is. Oh, unknown call. Rubberneckers. Good.
Turn down your radio collar.
All
Thanks,
right.
Bob.
We'll talk to you later.